Here is a battle bot that I'm drawing up for a school competition, and I drew all the parts here up in Freecad. So if we go to Freecad, here's a sketch that I'm working on for part of the armor. If I go here to the side panel here, you can see this is actually a sketch that I drew in Freecad, and then I was able to put it into Blender. So how I did it was I double clicked on it and went up here to File, Export, and I exported it as an STL mesh, as side panel, and then save it. I already have it saved, and then we'll go here into Blender, and then to open it, File, Import, and then you have a list here of things and file types you can import. So hit STL, and then here's all the things I have in my assembly. I'm going to import the weapon, and right here is the weapon. Now this is the longer version of the weapon that I'm not going to use. I actually have a shorter weapon, but you can import this just like all these parts I've imported from Freecad, and then we'll get rid of that. So then here's the weapon. I imported this from Freecad. I actually have a color on it. If we go into rendered view, you can see I have it purple because I'm gonna make it purple. And to animate it, what I did was, right here I have 3 keyframes. A keyframe is basically the in what place it will be in the animation. So I'm going to delete these keyframes real quick just so I can show you how to animate it by doing Alt-I is how you delete a keyframe. So the weapon is in the up and down position right now. It's straight. So I'm going to click this red button right down here. This is the record button. So now all the movements that you do will kind of be recorded. So if I click once on that blue arrow, then right down here it created a keyframe. And I'll advance, I guess, 10 keyframes, or just not keyframes, I'll advance 10 frames and move it this way about halfway, just like that. And now this is a keyframe. I'll move it 10 frames forward and do that same thing one more time. Just like that, except a little bit too far, and then I can adjust it from there. So, if we turn off record and play it, you can see it slows down a little bit. It's smooth, but at the beginning and the end, if you look at the graph, it speeds up and then slows down. So, to make this look like one consistent speed, what we're going to do is up here, where it says default, click on that and change it to animation. And now we're here, and up here you can see a preview of what the bot looks like, and then I can zoom out a little bit here and see this animation. So you can see what's happening as you're changing it. Alright, so now down here in all this craziness, click on channel and extrapolation mode, and then click on linear extrapolation. So whenever you click on that, it changes the graph, so everything's basically a straight line. If we change this back to default now, you could see that that is one consistent speed going around. And one thing that I found out is if I go down here and play back and click on Vsync, it speeds it up. So it looks like it's going a lot faster and a little bit more realistic. This weapon's going to be spinning at about 15,000 RPM in real life. So now you can kind of get a glimpse of what your animation will look like, and just check your clearances. Make sure nothing is hitting and everything is working how it should be. So I hope you guys found this video useful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.